Hi everyone, welcome to 473 Teacher as Researcher. My name is Alex and I'll be your instructor this semester. I'm very excited to be teaching this course as the concepts are very much linked to my orientation to research and to pedagogy. I'm going to start this video by giving you some insight into my own research practice and then move into a bit of a conversation about the course content and texts. So I'm currently living in Cuenca, Ecuador, working on a project with the Common World's Research Collective that I think embodies many of the key concepts of this course. So in collaboration with an early childhood center here, we're thinking with educators about social transformation through pedagogies of place, which aim to disrupt neoliberal rationalities of progress and production that so often inform education and our ways of thinking and living. So specifically, my focus here is on lived relations with waste materials. Attending to the transformative possibilities of the arts, the children, educators, and I aim to artfully reimagine our relations with waste materials in times of its explosive and catastrophic growth. Yet we do this in ways which trouble Western notions of recycling that perpetuate a guilt-free consumer and places waste out of sight and out of mind. Rather, we're staying closely and intimately with waste, particularly with plastics, and considering what it might mean to stay with the trouble, as Donna Haraway would say, and cultivate caring relations with waste materials toward new pedagogies, accountabilities, and responsibilities to the places in which we live and the common worlds that we share. This research is very pedagogical in nature and aims to develop new ways of being in the studio space and in the school context, and new theoretical possibilities about our lived relations with waste and place, specifically through the arts, and what it might mean to stay with something for a prolonged period of time. So in this way, we're constructing theory in the making with children and with materials in ways which sort of disrupt this accumulative way of knowing and being and learning and developing in an educational context. So though I'm not specifically taking a phenomenological approach in this research, the orientation that I'm taking on to noticing and attending to the details and nuances of lived experiences is central to this project and very much parallels some of the work that we'll be reading this semester. The educators involved at the center are reading many of the same articles that you'll be engaging with in this course, and will be thinking deeply about their role both as educator and as researcher. So in this course, we'll consider how situated, provocative pedagogy requires particular ways of paying attention, responding, and theorizing. So this is a very different image of the educator and researcher than one might find in a child-centered pedagogical approach or in a scientific or positivist research paradigm. So we're not only following the child or seeking truths about what is happening, but we're actively listening and responding to situated moments where we as educators are engaged in the construction of worlds. So sometimes I think when we use the word researcher, there is an image of the knower that is absolute, rational, factual, objective. In this course, we'll not be engaging with the illusion of an objective view of what something is or a whole observation of a phenomenon, but rather we will consider how it is that a phenomenon is lived in relation with others, however incompletely. This way of knowing a phenomenon is, again, drawing from Haraway, is situated in a particular context. It is not general or generalizable, and the teacher-researcher is partial. Her knowledge is in part to and only a part of the world she studies. So in taking up this lens, we see the educator is implicated in what Sylvia Kind often refers to as a dance, a movement between self, other, and place, where theories are curated in relation and in situated moments. So what I particularly appreciate about this approach to pedagogy and research is that it avoids grand claims and is grounded in seemingly small, everyday moments. So some of the initial questions framing this course are, how might we think of research as a dance? What does it mean to be a teacher researcher? How can research be an ongoing aspect of one's teaching practice? What are the social constellations that frame the act of seeing and of research? What is tensioned, incomplete, or problematic here? And how can research be imagined? My intention in this course is to read slowly through the texts with you, with Van Manen's Researching the Lived Experience, and make connections to relevant articles, the BC Early Learning Framework, and to course discussions and your portfolio entries. These weekly readings will be posted on Moodle. So my hope is that we will read and work together in collaboration, as this material can be challenging. I hope that we use our virtual spaces, the forums, Skype, email, to connect with each other and think through these assignments and concepts together collaboratively. I know that this is an online course and sometimes it can feel that we are working in isolation, but know that there are at least 30 other people who are in this boat with you and here to support you. So feel free to reach out on the forums or to myself through email. On Sunday, September 9th from 5 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'll be hosting a group chat on Moodle to discuss the assignments, the course, content, policies, and any questions that you have regarding those things. Please read the course outline and the assignments document before coming to the group chat, just so we can generate questions and respond. Also be sure to check the weekly pages on Moodle for weekly exercises and for your portfolio assignments. I'll post the readings, questions, PowerPoints, and other assignment related things there. And again, if needed, I am more than happy to set up a Skype appointment with any of you if you feel like you need support at any point during the course. So if you feel like you need help with a particular concept or a question about an assignment, I'm absolutely available to you. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you for joining us, and I'm really excited to get started.